So the last couple of nights I have spent in my bathroom late at night washing my brushes because I haven't washed them in months now, and it was time. I needed to do it. And then I also didn't really plan that very well because none of them are dry. It takes them a couple of days to dry, some of like, you know, the bigger ones like for foundation and stuff. So because I need to film some other videos, or like I had plans to film some other videos, we'll see if they happen after this, I thought I could do a get ready with me makeup without brushes. So all things that I can use with my hands or have applicators, or, you know, in the case of mascara or brows, you know, like a spoolie thing. That sort of counts, right? Because I'm technically not using a brush, but even though there's a brush in there, I mean, I guess I'm technically using a brush, but it's not like an extra brush, not a brush that I have to wash and wait to dry. So everything here, I am applying with my fingers. So it's mostly like a cream look as well, because it's kind of hard to do like powders, you know, with your fingers. So that's what we're going for today. Just something a little different, I guess. Will this turn out any different than like any other makeup look I do? I don't know, probably not. I tried to pick a couple of like interesting colors or like things I haven't used. So I did order some stuff from this brand, Tower 28. I've actually placed 2 orders now, because the first time that I ordered, one of the colors that I wanted wasn't in stock, and it just came back in stock. So I went ahead and I placed a second order. So I got one of their new bronzer creams, which is what this is. I got a couple of their blush colors. I got that Dew, the highlighter without a color. I got that. I did end up ordering like that mist, just because I've been having some like breakouts. So I thought, what the heck, give it a try. I'm still sort of suffering from a reaction that I had to a product. So I've been thinking about doing a product that gave me a reaction video. I think I'm up to like 4. So I'm sort of waiting until I hit like a 5th one, because you know, you want like it's sort of an even number. So I've got that, you know, stashed away in the back of my head. Yeah, I'm still suffering sort of from that. So like I broke out pretty badly. So the coverage on this is probably not going to be the best. Anyway, what I was saying is I did also order, jumping all over the place. I did also order a lip gloss. Anyway, I ordered some things from Tower 28. Okay, so like I'm so exhausted on like every level a person can be exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm emotionally exhausted. I just feel like I have nothing to give. My kid wants me to play with him all the time, and I feel like a bad mom right now, which I'm sure like a lot of people are feeling this, you know, given the state of the things that we're dealing with. I feel like a bad mom because I just feel like I have nothing left to give at this point. Like my job drains me, my home life drains me. I'm just so exhausted. And I play with him as much as I can, and I try to like, I'm not used to this level of interaction, and I'm just so exhausted. Ugh. I'm just so exhausted, and I don't know what to do about it, because it seems like this is going to be never ending. At this point, I don't even know if I want to send my kid back to school, which means homeschool, which means he'll be here all the time, which it's just more exhaustion. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, so I did my skincare a few hours ago. This is probably going to be like chatty, because I kind of just need to like vent about some stuff. So if you really hate it when people vent, you really hate listening to people complain, you really hate that kind of thing, click out now, because there's probably going to be a lot of that, because it's been a long time since I've done that on this channel. I'm using the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. This isn't like a formal review for this. I do still want to do like a formal review where I'm just talking about this. But since I'm not really talking about the makeup products that I'm using, I'm just going to show you guys. Yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, so if you don't like complaining, if you really hate it when I do that, just go to the next video. Just stay out of this one. You know, I've been trying to be more aware of how much complaining I do, because I complain about a lot of stuff. I complain about other bloggers, I complain about social media, I complain about a lot of stuff, because I see a lot of stuff that bothers me, and I've been trying to like rein that in and not talk about that stuff so much, because, you know, people probably don't want to hear that stuff all the time. It makes you less enjoyable to watch probably, which is why my like views are down. I don't know. That's another thing that's like kind of bothering me right now. I don't know what the secret is to YouTube anymore. You know, I know people want to say like the algorithm is the reason some people are like losing views or whatever, or like the state of the world or whatever, but I see the views other people get, and I see that the people who used to view my channel are no longer, you know, engaging with me anymore, and they're on other channels. So it's like, I know that that's not it. I know that it's not just because the current, you know, state of affairs or, you know, the algorithm, or it's, you know, people don't find me interesting anymore, and that's hard. You know, that's hard. It's hard to come to terms with like not being interesting anymore. And it doesn't seem to like matter what I do, what video I do, like hardly anybody's watching. I know that there are those of you who do watch, and this isn't like a slight to you guys. It's just like, I just feel I've put so much time into this, and I'm starting to feel like, again, you know, those thoughts creeping, like, what's the point? Why am I still doing this? It doesn't really seem like my opinion or my thoughts on anything is like valued anymore. Is depression sort of creeping back in? Yeah, probably. As for it is for a lot of people, because, you know, this is not normal stuff that we're like dealing with. So yeah, thoughts have creeped in. I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong. I'm wondering what it is I'm doing that people don't find interesting anymore. And should I bother, you know, trying to continue? Like, is there a point? I'm gonna use the Ilia Super or True Skin Serum Concealers. I've actually never used these without a brush. So we'll see how I do with concealer with fingers. I'm gonna use SC2 for like around the face. And then I'm gonna use SC 1.5 for under the eyes, just for a little bit of a brightening. So yeah, that's some stuff that I'm, you know, trying to work through, is feeling, I guess, unimportant, or like people don't care. Because I know that people do, that there are people that do. It just doesn't feel like, I don't know. It does. It just makes me sad, because I come here to engage, and it feels like engaging, you guys don't want to engage with me anymore. And again, that's not everybody. But you know, I do. I see my comment section versus other people's comment section, and it starts to get to your head a little bit. It starts to be like, okay, well, why am I not good enough? You know, and it's like, if you've watched any of my past videos where I've sort of talked about this, these are feelings that I've had my whole life. So it's not like this is like new stuff. I've always had these feelings of not being good enough, because I've been told I'm not good enough. I've been told that I'm not worth anything, you know? And social media, like, it's been a blessing and a curse for me, because it's brought people into my life that I never would have had in my life otherwise. There's no other way that I would have met these people. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But it's also like a curse, because you sort of see how, I don't want to say popular, but you just see how some people, it's just so like effortless and easy for them, and people just engage with them. I don't know. I'm, you know, I feel like I've been dealing with this stuff that's been going on pretty well until recently, and it's just, stuff's creeping in, and I can't keep it out, and I'm trying. I've been trying really hard. I've really tried hard not to do, you know, like a video where I'm sitting and complaining about stuff, but you know what? This is my life. This is real life for me. I can't hide it sometimes. It's really hard. And like, I'm sure, I don't know. And I know, like, you know, when you hear somebody say they're exhausted, you know, your first response is like, take a break. I've got nowhere to take a break. Like, the thing is I work, I'm home all the time, my kid is home all the time. I love my kid, but I don't even get a break for my kid unless I, you know, put him in front of the TV or the tablet or something, because, you know, he loves me, he always wants to be around me, and that's good. I encourage that, but you know, sometimes I need a break too. I need a few minutes to myself where I'm not just like needed by somebody else. And I'm worried about, you know, him in school next year. I really want him to go to preschool because he really wants to go. He really enjoys it. He really gets a lot out of it. But I'm worried about the stuff going on in the world and what that means for school is looking like next year. I'm not going to send him to a place that's kind of like a prison where kids are forced to stand on dots all day or disinfect their hands 800 times a day, or, you know, classrooms are sprayed down daily. Like, I'm not going to send him to a place that's going to be detrimental to his health in the long run. Like, kids are going to be socially and emotionally damaged by this stuff, especially if it creeps into schools. You know, the way that I've seen it on some, you know, I've seen a couple. I shared a video that I saw somewhere. Somebody posted something on Instagram, and it was like some school in Canada that was like setting up new rules because of all this COVID stuff, and kids are going to be forced to like stand in line and wait until, you know, whistles and things, and stand on dots and disinfect their hands every time they enter or like leave a room. And it's just like, I've seen, you know, pictures of kids sitting in boxes. They're not allowed to touch and run or play. Like, I'm not going to send him to school if that is the case. Like, I mean, I have the option and the, you know, the resources to homeschool. And is that going to be even more exhausting for me? Like, yeah, but I would much rather that than send him to school if it's going to be like that. And I know not everybody has that option. And like, maybe the stuff, like maybe sending your kid back to school scares you too, and you don't have any other choice. But like, I mean, we're living in like weird times this isn't normal. Okay, so I'm filming this like probably a week before I'm gonna put this up. This is the new Fit Glow Beauty Vitaset Perfect Translucent Powder. So it used to come in a jar. I'm pretty sure this is the same formula. I actually lost the literature that they sent me on this, and I think it's releasing May 22nd. So I'm going to post this video when it releases, just because I'm not allowed to talk about it before. So I am using it before it releases, but I'm going to post it when it releases. So it's now, so the powder, so this is like a refillable option. So they're working on a lot more like refillable options, which I love. So this down here opens up. I'm not going to open it because obviously there's powder in it, but it twists off, and you can refill the powder in here, and then it's like in a little brush. So technically this is still a brush, but I'm not using one of my brushes that, you know, I had to wash for this. So I'm just like going around and setting. Those are the things that I'm worried about. Those are the things that I'm thinking of. Like, so far I think he's been, you know, I don't know, it's hard to say. Has he been, you know, unaffected by this? Is he doing okay? Like, I want to say yes. I want to say I feel like he's doing okay. But I mean, he misses social interaction. He misses kids. You know, we went and saw my friend once, and I saw, a week or so ago, you know, we went and saw my mom, and my sister brought her kids, so his cousins. So he was able to play with some kids, just because like this isn't, I don't know, I worry. I just worry. I'm so worried about his well-being, my own well-being. Because am I doing okay? Not really. Is anybody doing okay? I don't know. I feel like some people are doing better than others, but I'm having a hard time. So that's the first 3. I'm gonna do brows. So I'm using the Pacifica Hemp Fiber Brow Set, which I actually really like this stuff. I just ordered a second tube of it. But I mean, that's where my head is at. Like, I took him to the park today, but again, I'm just like, I'm so emotionally exhausted. Like, he's like, Mom, play with me. And I'm just like, I love you, but I need a break. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm slowly losing it. And I don't know what to do. Am I also a little over emotional because I'm on my period? Maybe that's part of it too, because I have felt like super emotional this cycle. I don't know if that's, normal. I don't know. I'm usually not like an emotional, like super ragey or like crying, but like the last week or so, I've just felt like really, you guys, do you get it? Like that feeling that like you want to cry, but you want to scream and you want to rage. I'm having a hard time. Can't do this. Can't cry. I just put all my makeup on. Ooh, okay, so should I do bronzer first? No, I think I'm gonna do. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use these Kosas 10-second eyeshadows, and I've done this like combo before, and I really liked it. It's like sort of a mix of 333 and Waterfall. So it's sort of like, it's another one of those like watercolor look and effects, because I kind of like to do that. So what am I gonna do here? I did it with a brush last time, I think. I'm just gonna like, I think I put 333 in the outer corner and then like Waterfall in the inner. These things are so good if you're like, if you want just like quick. I wish they would come out with more colors. Like I want like a green. I definitely want a green one. What other colors would I even want? Because they've got a pink, they've got a copper, they've got like earthy tones. Like if they did a green, a yellow, maybe like an orange, not so much like terracotta, but like orange, you know? Like more warmer colors. And then I'm gonna do this in the inner portion of the eyeball. But yeah, I'm struggling because it feels like I'm putting so many hours of my time and like my energy. And don't get me wrong, like, yes, I want to be doing this, but I also want, I want engagement. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like I've gotten like weird comments about that, like for wanting engagement. Like I'm not sitting here saying I want millions of views. Like that's not it. It's just engagement. Like, and I don't know what to do to like get you guys to engage. I don't know what to do. And I'm slowly losing my mind. And I'm trying not to. I'm just gonna put more on the outer edge, sort of blend the two together. I don't know. So it's kind of like that. So it's like, they're sort of like blended together. So I did do it underneath. Did I do it underneath? I can try to do this. So I do like, do a little purple under there and then do a little blue in the inner portion of the eye. I mean, I know how much I've talked about, you know, I started this to make friends, to engage, and I have made friends. But it's like, it's somehow, it's weird seeing your channel like growing, because like I'm still gaining subscribers. It's not like I've lost subscribers, but it's like my engagement and my views are like way down. So it's like, how can people still be like finding me and subscribing if they find me interesting enough, but then they don't watch? I mean, that's hard. And I know there's like some formula where it says like, if at least 10%, if you get at least 10% like engagement, you're doing, you know, better than most or whatever, but I don't even feel like I'm at like that 10%. Lately, it's been like really hard for my videos to even break like 600. So like I said, like I know a lot of people would be like, just take a break, like you need a break. But then, you know, there's that aspect of if you take a long enough break, are people going to even care when you come back? Is the algorithm going to punish you even more for not have been posting? Because I don't want like, and like to take a break, like I'd have to be able to like actually rest and relax. And like at this juncture, I wouldn't be resting or relaxing. I would not be. I would just be like stressing even more about something else, you know, like Oliver or stuff that needs to get done around the house because the house needs to be cleaned like every single day. You know, now that we're all in it all the time. Dishes are always constantly needing to be washed. Like food is constantly needing to be cooked. It's just the cats always need something. Like this monster over here, like the cats are always wanting something. It's just like I'm wanted constantly, and I'm just exhausted. I'm wanted at home constantly. On social media, am I wanted? No, not really. It's hard when you don't have like a place to escape to. So I did order, I had been sitting on some like outside chairs in my cart for a while, like my Amazon cart, like sort of lounge chairs, because we don't have anything out. We don't really have patio furniture. We've got a couple of like plastic chairs, but they're broken, and when you sit in them, your skin gets caught, like pinches. So I bought a couple of like zero gravity lounge chairs to sort of like sit outside. Because my kid likes to be outside. And I mean, I like to be outside too, but like it has been like ungodly hot. This week, it's actually not been that bad. So we've been going to the park a lot. I've taken him to the park pretty much every day. Oh, I just sprayed blue eyeshadow all over my shirt. God damn it. Nothing is happening today. This is a new shirt too, so like... nothing is happening for me. So yeah, we've been going to the park, you know, getting him out of the house. He loves being at the park. He loves just running around. He loves playing. Does he wish that he had like a friend there to play with? Yeah, probably. And he wants me to play with him all the time. And like I said, I'm just like, I'm just so exhausted. All right, so that's what that's looking like. It's kind of a cool, fun little thing. So let's put some mascara on. I'm really digging this Vapor mascara lately. The Vapor, which I can't read what the actual name of this is because it's like underneath it's so tiny, and I'm at that point in my life where I can no longer read super tiny print. My eyes just, they're failing on me. And I already was blind before. Though my eyesight hasn't changed in the last couple of years, which is nice. Because I was watching myself get like blinder and blinder. If you wear contacts, I'm a negative 575. So you would know what that means. I'm pretty blind. And I was watching it every year get like more and more. But the last couple of years, it hasn't changed, which is good. You know, I'm still on the computer. I'm on the computer or like a screen more now than like ever in my life. I've now gotten mascara on the tops of both my eyes. Yeah. I feel like I'm up a little. I don't know, I can't fix it, but I'll fix it if I film another video. But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to be really conscious about like how much I come on here and like complain about stuff or like vent about stuff, because I know that that probably has driven people away in the past. And I don't want to drive even more people away. But I also want to be like real and me, and I can't hide, you know, when I'm having like a really hard time, which I am right now for a lot of reasons, not just social media related, but just like a lot of reasons. I'm having a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Tower 28 West Coast bronzer. So this is their lighter shade. They do have two shades, like this one and I think Best Coast, which is like a darker. Normally I would use a brush with this kind of product, but we're gonna see how it does with we're gonna see how it does with just fingers. So I'm gonna try to just like place it in some areas and then sort of just like go through and like blend it. Kind of like cream contouring, I guess. I don't really know. Normally I would take like a stippling brush and, you know, go through and blend it all in so it didn't look too crazy. And I hope I'm not like blending away foundation as I do this, which I might be. Oops. Bronzers with fingers is probably not an ideal situation. Whoa, and this side is probably should have just skipped the bronzer. If I ever go and do cream makeup again, or not cream makeup, but like no finger makeup, which I don't think I ever will, but I just thought it would be fun. I thought it'd be fun to do it at least once. I'll probably just skip the bronzer next time. Make sure that my cheeks are at least even. I mean, that is a pretty bronzer. I just would need a different application. It's hard to tell if I've actually wiped this away up here or if it's just the bronzer or like red from like touching my skin. We'll leave it for now and let my skin sort of like adjust. So then I also brought in the Kosas, a couple of the Kosas blush palettes because I thought I might want to do one of these. So again, cream. So I brought in the Velvet Melon. Do I want to do high intensity or do I want to do not high intensity? I'll just go with this one. I don't think I want to do high intensity. I'll just do a little peach. But yeah, I'm trying to like just, you know, focus on busting myself out of this funk and just like not worrying about so much, you know, what other people do or whatever. But it's not even that I'm like worried about what other people do. It's just like, what am I doing that isn't as interesting as like what other people are doing? You know, it's like that kind of thing. So it's not so much that I'm like comparing myself. Well, I guess I don't know. Am I? I guess I am. I'm not like sitting here saying, you know, this person is better than me. I'm just like, it's just like, how is this person more engaging? What are they doing that makes them, you know, and it's not just one person, it's multiple people. I make it sound like it's one person, but it's like, how are other people, or maybe you guys are just tired of me. Like maybe that's just all it is. Maybe it's just my time. I mean, I don't want it to be because I really love doing this and I would love to do it as long as possible, but maybe there's like an expiration date on some people, maybe. You know, and this isn't, you know, it's not my job. So if I like, you know, quit and I'd still be fine to like, you know, go about my daily life. And it's not like I'd be losing income or anything. I would just be losing, you know, playing with makeup and engaging with people. Like that's what, I don't want to lose that, you know, I don't want to lose talking to people who have the same interests as me, because to be honest, I really don't have any friends outside of like social media friends, like people I've met through this. Like I don't have people that were friends in high school, really don't. It's another problem there. Getting them to engage with me is like impossible. So I haven't tried in a long time. There's Doesn't look too bad, does it? I think the bronzer might have messed a little bit up. Maybe I'll put a little bit of concealer back on the top of my head just to... Someone's dragging something around outside. Sorry about that. I'll put a little bit of concealer back up there so it doesn't look like I've taken away all of the foundation from my head. Yeah, I guess I had wiped away more than I realized. And then lastly, I'm just gonna do a little beach glow. A little beach glow. So it's sort of a little bronzy, peachy, watery, colory look. So I do really like my eyes. I love that combo, the 333 and the waterfall. Or is it nitrogen? Or is it, what is it? Waterfall or nitrogen? It's waterfall. Nitrogen is the dark blue color. I'm also gonna use my Skylar perfume. I haven't talked about Skylar at all. So here is this month's. It's Coco Colada, which is exotic, sweet, and mystifying. Starfruit, coconut water, and salted cedar. I do like it. It's sort of like, it's like, so it's fruity. And it's like different. But it's fun. I can smell the starfruit. All right, so anyway, that's my my little chat for today, I guess. I'm just slowly losing it, and I'm trying to keep it together because nobody wants to watch somebody like totally fall apart, because that's not interesting. I'm trying, like, I get excited about the stuff that I do, and like when it doesn't perform the way that I think it will, I'm just like, okay, well, what do you guys want then? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do anymore, because I could post 100 videos that I like love, and at this point, like, none of them are getting watched. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's my time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because I love, like I said, I love being here. I love chatting. I love like playing with makeup. I love trying stuff and reviewing it, but I just feel like lately, I don't know, maybe you guys don't care anymore. And maybe it is. Maybe it's just like my time to just be like, but that's like a dangerous thing to say too, because I don't want to quit. I just don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, because it doesn't seem like anything I'm doing is the right thing. I know, and it's, you should do what you love, and whatever, you know, whether it gets viewed or not or whatever shouldn't matter, but you know, like it does. You know, you put hours and hours and hours into something, and you put your heart into it, and your passion and your energy, and when it doesn't go how you think that it should, based on other things that you've done or past videos or whatever, you just are like, okay, well, what's the problem? I don't know, like I said, if you hate complainers, you would have hated this video, and maybe I'll end up with like 10 thumbs down, which is another thing. Like I've like my thumbs down have just been like out of control lately, like a lot. And that's another thing too. Like, I'm trying not to let that bother me, but I'm just like, okay, why are you thumbs downing this video? What is wrong with it? What didn't you like about it? Is it just me? I am pretty sure I have like a couple of haters. One I'm pretty sure is a brand, because my thumbs down have started multiplying since I actually had a altercation with this brand, which I can't talk about it because like if I do, this person will come after me again. They were like basically harassing me. I had to block them because they were harassing me, and it's a brand that you guys know. So yeah, there, I dealt with that too. You know, at 11 p.m. one night, I was being harassed by a brand, that was fun. That was a fun experience. So there's that weighing on me as well, is like, I would love to talk about this, but this person is crazy. I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, or I hope that you, I don't know, at least sympathize or some, I don't freaking know. I don't know. I don't know what I hope anymore. I just hope you understand where I'm coming from, or I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'll see you in my next one, which is hopefully will be more happy, but we'll see.